Every great game tells a story of teamwork, glory, and perfection. But behind the bright lights, there's a darker playbook. For decades, the National Football League has sold the dream of honor, tradition, and greatness. Yet beneath the helmets and headlines lie the stories the league would rather forget. Moments where competition turned to corruption, where heroes became criminals, where billionaires built empires on silence and scandal. From deflated footballs and hidden cameras, to criminal trials, broken lives, and billion-dollar cover-ups, these aren't just controversies. They're the shadows that built the modern NFL. This is the untold history of a league that can't escape its own secrets. Every lie, every cover-up, every scandal, explained. Number 1. Deflategate. When pressure bursts a dynasty. It began on a freezing night in January 2015. The New England Patriots had just crushed the Colts 45-7 in the AFC Championship. But hours later, the victory felt too light. Officials discovered that several game balls were underinflated, below the legal pressure limit. The media exploded. Did Tom Brady cheat? Did Belichick know? The NFL launched an investigation that lasted months. Text messages between locker room attendants, nicknamed the Deflator, only fueled the fire. When the report finally landed, Brady was suspended 4 games, the Patriots were fined $1 million, and 2 draft picks vanished. Fans were divided. To some, it was proof of arrogance, a team bending every rule to win. To others, it was a witch hunt built on 0.5 psy of air and pure jealousy. In the end, Brady served his suspension and came back to win 3 more Super Bowls. Deflategate wasn't just about air pressure. It was about perception. In the NFL, sometimes the smallest detail can blow up into something huge. Number 2, Spygate, the tapes that vanished. Before Deflategate, there was another storm, Spygate. In 2007, the Patriots were caught videotaping the New York Jets' defensive signals from an unauthorized location. An open camera right on the sideline. It wasn't a new trick. Teams had always studied film. But this was different. Live recording from restricted areas, breaking league rules. The NFL fined Bill Belichick $500,000, the team another $250,000, and took away a first-round pick. But the real scandal wasn't the filming, it was the aftermath. The league destroyed the confiscated tapes before the public ever saw them. Why? To protect the NFL's image, some said. Others believed it hid just how deep the system went. Spygate marked the first crack in the Patriots' dynasty armor. It raised one haunting question: how far would a winning team go to stay one step ahead? And how much would the league hide to protect its own story? Number 3, BountyGate. When injuries became a game plan. Imagine getting paid to hurt your opponent. That's what the NFL found in 2012 inside the New Orleans Saints locker room. Defensive coordinator Greg Williams had allegedly run a bounty system, paying players cash bonuses for big hits, knockouts, and card-offs. The league reacted hard. Head coach Sean Payton was suspended for the entire season, the first head coach ban in NFL history. Williams was indefinitely banned, the GM got 8 games, and the team was fined $500,000. Players claimed it was just tough football culture, but the timing was deadly. The NFL was already under fire for concussion cover-ups. Public outrage made this more than just a locker room joke. When Payton returned, he rebuilt the Saints into contenders, but the stigma stuck. BountyGate forced the NFL to draw a line between aggression and intent, between playing hard and playing dirty. Number 4, Noisegate, turning the volume up to 11. The Seahawks' 12th man crowd was legendary. Deafening, electric, impossible to communicate against. But in 2015, whispers started to circulate. Was all that noise natural? Reports claim Seattle might have been piping in artificial crowd noise through stadium speakers during key moments. The NFL opened an investigation, and while no formal punishment came down, the suspicion alone was enough to dent the aura of purity around the Legion of Boom era. Rival fans joked that Seattle's secret weapon wasn't Marshawn Lynch or Russell Wilson. It was surround sound. Whether it happened or not, Noisegate showed how teams look for any edge, even if it blurs the line between atmosphere and artifice. Because in a sport where inches decide championships, sometimes the loudest advantage isn't the one on the field. Number 5, the walkie-talkie incident. Small device, big embarrassment. December 2016, the New York Giants are fighting for a playoff spot. Coach Ben McAdoo grabs a walkie-talkie on the sideline to communicate directly with Eli Manning. Seems harmless, except it's very illegal. NFL rules strictly control in-helmet communication, and only during specific play clocks. The walkie-talkie broke that protocol. The league fined the Giants $200,000 and McAdoo $50,000. On paper, it was a minor violation, but symbolically, it was a joke. A multi-million-dollar organization caught cheating with a child's toy. The walkie-talkie incident became one of those moments that revealed how absurdly detailed the NFL rulebook really is. Every word, every second, every frequency is controlled. And in the endless war for competitive advantage, even a coach pressing a button at the wrong time can become front-page scandal material. Number 6, Ray Rice, the video that changed everything. February 2014, a security camera inside an Atlantic City elevator captured what no fan ever wanted to see. Ravens running back Ray Rice striking his fiancée, Janae Palmer, unconscious. When TMZ released the footage, it was no longer a private incident. It was a national outrage. The NFL initially suspended Rice for just 2 games, but after the video surfaced publicly, the league's reaction changed overnight. Rice was released by the Ravens and banned indefinitely. The scandal wasn't just about one player's violence. It exposed how lenient and reactive the NFL had been toward domestic abuse. The public asked, how could a league built on discipline and integrity ignore something so obvious? In the aftermath, the NFL rewrote its personal conduct policy, introduced mandatory counseling, and established stricter penalties for off-field violence. Ray Rice never played another down. His career ended that day, but his scandal permanently changed how the NFL handles its darkest behavior. Number 7, Aaron Hernandez, the superstar who lived 2 lives. Aaron Hernandez had everything: a new contract, a young family, and a Super Bowl caliber team in New England. But in 2013, police discovered the body of Odin Lloyd, a friend, shot execution style near Hernandez's home. As evidence mounted, the story spiraled beyond football. Investigators uncovered a hidden world of paranoia, weapons, and past violence. In 2015, Hernandez was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. 2 years later, he was found dead in his cell, just days after being acquitted of another double homicide. The tragedy left fans stunned. How could someone go from NFL glory to prison so fast? Later reports revealed Hernandez suffered from one of the worst cases of CTE ever recorded, brain damage that likely impacted his behavior. The Aaron Hernandez story became more than a crime tale. It became a warning about the violent toll football can take and the darkness fame can conceal. Number 8, the Washington Commanders, when power turned toxic. For more than 2 decades, Dan Snyder's Washington franchise was defined not by glory, but by scandal. Accusations of toxic workplace culture, sexual harassment, and financial misconduct surrounded Snyder's ownership like a storm that never ended. It started with reports of cheerleaders being exploited on team photo trips. Then came stories of female employees enduring years of verbal abuse and fear. But it didn't stop there. Investigations later found that Snyder and his executives allegedly withheld ticket revenue meant to be shared with other teams. As public pressure mounted, Congress got involved. The league opened an internal investigation, but Snyder refused to appear before the House Oversight Committee. The NFL fined the team $10 million, yet critics said the punishment was laughable compared to the damage done. After years of lawsuits, leaks, and embarrassment, Snyder finally sold the team in 2023 for over $6 billion. The scandal left a stain that went beyond Washington. It was proof that in the NFL, even the most powerful owners aren't untouchable, at least not forever. Every scandal leaves its mark on teams, players, and the game itself. But which one do you think was the most shocking? Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video showing the darker side of football, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that reveal the game beyond the scoreboard.